Alright, guys, we are on our way to the gym for shoulders and forearms. So today I have the tripod and we get to test that out, see how well that works out for us with filming. I think it'll be great. Make it a lot easier, get some better angles, be able to set up quicker, keep the intensity of the workout higher, and everything else. So looking forward to that. We just got done hanging out together, me, Brandon, his girly friend, watching the Fantastic Four. So, not a bad movie at all. I think that and Superman were really the only movies on my radar. I don't really go to the theater that often. It has to be something that piques my interest. So I think the last time I went to the theater was Spider-Man No Way Home. Plan for today, I mean, quite simply put, a pump. But, same old when it comes to shoulders. Some kind of movement to warm up, get into some pressing, and then just kind of go from there. I'm not thinking any front raises or anything, because obviously front delts are overdeveloped on most people. Typically, especially hitting bench, incline, bench, anything like that, you're going to get front and even a little bit of side delt activation. So, not too worried about that, but definitely want to get the rear and the side hit. I think we hit some front last week, so I don't think I'm too worried about it this go around. So, I think that is the plan today. And in terms of forearms, well, there's not many exercises to choose from. So we may only do one or two today. I haven't really decided. We did do 3 last go around, if I remember right. Maybe I'm misremembering, but forearms aren't exactly something you need to hit that often or that that crazy. There's not exactly a lot of variations of movements for them, but a good forearm pump is still very enjoyable. So, I think that is about it. Finish this drive to the gym, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Ooh.
It's been heavy today. Ooh. Go down and wait. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. So that was the heavier pressing. This would be the lighter pressing. Ooh. 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 Come on, buddy. Oh.
Alright, guys, that is the workout. I guess I'm making a habit out of lying about whether or not we will do forearms or not. But it's been a long day. I mean, I'm running off of 2 hours of sleep myself. And, Brandon had work, and then we went and watched a movie and shot hoops out in the heat, and, So I think we were both pretty tired, so we both kind of agreed, man, we got to get good shoulder pump going. We got 4 movements in total, so 16 working sets. We're feeling good, and I was kind of iffy on if I wanted to hit forearms or not. He didn't seem very interested in it. And so sometimes that's all there is to it, Obviously not every time you don't feel like hitting something, you shouldn't hit it. If it's chest and try day, don't go, oh, I'll just hit chest today and neglect your triceps. Unless it's injured, but in that case, you shouldn't be hitting tricep, or you shouldn't be hitting chest because the walkout's going to injure you. But point being, once in a while, if it's like something minor like forearms, right, that doesn't need to be hit every single time you train. It just, how I have it programmed is it is a shoulder and forearms day, but it is very much there's an asterisk next to shoulder, or to forearms. Like, shoulder is guaranteed, it's happening. We're not going to neglect them. We're not going to go, oh, not this week. No, my shoulders need developed. My shoulders are not that great. They are a very lacking part of my physique. But forearms, I feel like they're fine. They're about as big as everything else on my arm, leading up to my shoulders. So I'm not going to lose sleep over not hitting them every single time. But if you guys can see everything in the back, I wasn't sure if it was easy or hard to tell in the first car talk, but I can definitely tell you can tell now. Everything I own is currently in my car. I'm living in my car at the moment, so. But life happens, so nothing to worry about. Just, you may see the clutter in the back of my car for a while, and that's all there is to it. So tomorrow is leg day. I believe it will be a hamstring focused leg day, so we will see what that ends up looking like. I'm kind of debating if I want to just go up to Planet, or if we just want to hit at Get Fit Normal. So that is to be determined. I just depends on what my day looks like tomorrow, really. But I think that's really all I have to say. I think it was a good shoulder workout for what it was. I don't have any complaints. In fact, this is probably the best shoulder pump I've gotten in a while, despite the lack of really a lot of movements. It was a very chillaxed shoulder day. It compared to some of them where I'm like, okay, we're hitting lateral, and then we're hitting front, and then we're hitting rear flies, and then we're doing a press, and then we're doing face pulls, and then we're doing front raises, and and I'm sitting there putting 7 or 8 movements in that you really don't need, compared to today starting off with a heavy dumbbell set, starting with a pretty decently weighted lateral raise, followed by a heavy dumbbell set. Those things, that's how I know I didn't get any sleep last night. Like, I have video of me using the 70s on shoulder press, and today the 50s kicked my rear end. But that very first set I tried the 60s. I think I got 6 reps. I was like, this ain't happening. But yeah, just as heavy as I could stand today, not as heavy as I could actually go. Like I said, I just didn't get any sleep last night. I stayed up till almost 4 in the morning packing all this stuff up, and slept until about 6 a.m. and been going ever since. So is what it is. But just tired. So not at full strength. But do not underestimate the importance of sleep. So this is gonna sound, I feel like this sounds so self-centered, but I mean, I'm dead serious with what you guys can see in the back behind me. Like, I'm genuinely you can see like the laundry basket and the suitcase and all that. I am genuinely living in my car right now. Like, that is just where my life has headed. I don't know how much detail we want to give into that. I got home last night after going to the gym and after shooting hoops and hanging out with Brandon, and Mom was kind of just not in a great mood, and I'm sure she said some things she didn't mean, and I said some things I didn't mean, but it was kind of just the stick that broke the camel's back, and I went downstairs and I started packing, and I as sad as it sounds, I let her live in my car. And have my life to myself, then continue to be walked all over, and feel like I have to sacrifice everything for everyone at my own expense. So I know that sounds so self-centered, but in reality, it's like in 2018 I moved out. I want to say it was late 2018, maybe early 2019, but I moved out somewhere in that range. Then late 2019 to early 2020, around there, about the same time COVID all kind of started up, my dad's health just happened to also start going downhill, and COVID wiped out my my landlord and her son that she left the house to that we were renting. Said he had no intentions of being a landlord, no intentions of renting it out. He wanted to sell it. He wanted us out. So he gave us time to respect that decision, and we, me and my roommate, we talked about, what's the next move, and I decided, you know what? I think I'm needed home. I think I need to go home. And that wasn't an easy decision. And I could get into a lot of detail about life after that, but I won't. But ever since then, it's been, I'll work, Dad will have a health issue, I'll either lose a job or leave one to be there for Dad. He had multiple points where he was non-weight bearing because he had a wound on his foot while trying to watch all three, I guess both of my nieces at the time, the third one hadn't been born yet. So 2 toddlers and then multiple foster kids. He can't pick them up to put them in a high chair because he's not weight bearing. He really isn't supposed to be up on his feet, so he shouldn't be standing around cooking. He shouldn't be doing anything but relaxing, letting that wound heal. So I spent a lot of time being there when I was needed, and I kind of just feel like I've given him my all, and it was never good enough, and that sucks. But sometimes you don't agree with people's choices. I don't agree with the way I was being treated the past few weeks, and I sacrificed my early and mid 20s, both on behalf of my mom and my dad, and all I've gotten is bullcrap in return. So again, maybe that's selfish, and I should learn to be more selfless. But I feel like I've spent years being selfless. It's not easy to have to restart. I'm 17, 18, graduating high school for the third time now at the age of 25 with a 25-year-old's bills. You can see I have a car. You can see that I have a phone. I have student loan, credit card bills, personal loans I got to pay off, stuff like that from hardship the past few years as things started to get more expensive. It just is what it is. I have bills to pay, and I was being asked to sacrifice being able to manage my life in the slightest to stay home. So, enough about that. I'm given enough of my sob story there. That's not what you're here for, but we'll see where we end up going for the gym tomorrow. But just, if you guys have the money to, please consider, buying some supplements from Harder Than Last Time. Code JS15. I can clearly use all the help I can get, considering I am now living in my car. But if you can't tell, I'm driving down the interstate. I'm just, I don't know, wasting time, I guess. But that's all I have to say on it. So, see you guys tomorrow for legs or for hamstrings.